Have you noticed that no matter how hard you try, certain dreams always seem to slip through your fingers? That there's an internal voice whispering you're not good enough, that you don't deserve it, that it's too late. That voice isn't your truth, it's just an echo of old narratives you've been repeating for so long they've become your reality. And here's the liberating truth: you have the power to change these stories right now. In this video, you're going to discover exactly how to stop repeating the old narratives blocking your dreams and start creating a new reality based on love, worthiness, and unlimited possibilities. I'm going to show you, with Louise Hay's wisdom, how to identify those hidden limiting beliefs, how to dismantle them with compassion, and how to plant new seeds that will blossom into the life you truly desire. You'll learn practical tools from powerful affirmations to transformative mirror work that you can start using immediately. And stay for a special moment in the middle of this video, where you'll have the opportunity to consolidate this learning and join a community of people who, just like you, are choosing transformation. I understand the pain of feeling stuck in patterns you can't seem to break. I understand the frustration of watching others manifest their dreams while yours seem impossible. But I promise you, this can change, and it will change, starting now. So take a deep breath, open your heart, and let's begin this journey of liberation together. By the end of this video, you'll have not just knowledge, but a powerful practical exercise that will help you experience this change tangibly. Are you ready? Let's go. Asterisk, asterisk, invisible echoes, asterisk, asterisk. Have you ever stopped to think about why some dreams always seem out of reach? Why, no matter how hard you try, certain doors remain closed? The answer might lie in the stories you've been telling yourself for years, perhaps since childhood. These old narratives, often invisible, function like a constant echo in your mind, repeating patterns that no longer serve the person you are today. Louise Hay taught us that our thoughts create our reality, and when we keep repeating the same limiting stories, we're essentially building the same walls around our dreams. It's like trying to plant flowers in soil that's never been renewed. The seeds simply can't flourish. These old narratives usually begin with phrases we heard in childhood. Money doesn't grow on trees. You have to work hard to deserve anything. Love is difficult, or people like us don't get that. Over time, these phrases become beliefs deeply rooted in our subconscious. According to Louise Hay, the subconscious doesn't question these statements. It simply accepts them as truth and works tirelessly to prove we're right. So if you believe you don't deserve abundance, your subconscious will create situations that confirm that belief. If you believe relationships are complicated, you'll attract experiences that validate that narrative. It's a self-perpetuating cycle, and the key to breaking it lies in recognizing that these stories aren't your truth. They're just thoughts you can choose to change. Think about Sarah, a 35-year-old woman who always dreamed of having her own business. Every time she thought about taking the first step, an internal voice whispered, "You don't have what it takes. Remember when you failed that project in school? You always quit things." This narrative, born from an isolated experience in adolescence, became the lens through which Sarah viewed all her possibilities. She didn't realize she was repeating an old story, a story that didn't reflect her real capacity, her resilience, or her growth. Louise Hay said that when we become aware of these patterns, we gain the power to rewrite them. Sarah needed to understand that voice wasn't her truth. It was just an echo from the past asking to be released. Manifesting your dreams isn't about willpower or working harder. It's about aligning your internal energy with what you want to create. When you keep repeating narratives of scarcity, fear, or inadequacy, you're sending a confused message to the universe. It's as if you're asking for abundance with your words, but affirming poverty with your deepest thoughts. According to Louise Hay, the universe responds to the vibration you emit, not just your surface intentions. If your internal narratives are saying, "I'm not enough," that's the reality you'll continue to experience. But here's the good news. You have the power to change that vibration. I am worthy of achieving all my dreams. I release the past and embrace new possibilities. The first step to stop repeating old narratives is simply to notice them. Start observing your thoughts as if you were a gentle witness. When a dream arises in your heart and is immediately followed by a "but" or "I can't," because, pause, ask yourself, is this really my voice, or is it an echo of something I learned long ago? Louise Hay reminded us that we're always free to choose new thoughts, and with new thoughts come new experiences. You don't need to carry the weight of stories that no longer serve you. Every moment is an opportunity to begin again, to plant new seeds in fertile soil. And when you do this with love and compassion for yourself, something magical happens. Your dreams begin to manifest in ways you never imagined possible. Asterisk, asterisk, the hidden chains, asterisk, asterisk. Now that you've started noticing the echo of old narratives, it's time to look more closely at the limiting beliefs that might be governing your life without you realizing it. These beliefs are like invisible programs running in the background, dictating what you think is possible or impossible for yourself. Louise Hay always emphasized that most of our limiting beliefs were absorbed before age 5, when we were like sponges, absorbing everything around us without a critical filter. Maybe you heard your parents arguing about money and concluded that money causes problems, or perhaps you witnessed a difficult relationship and decided that love means suffering. These childhood conclusions, though understandable at the time, became the lenses through which you view the adult world. And here's the secret. You can uncover these beliefs and choose new ones that truly support your dreams. The most common limiting beliefs revolve around 3 main areas: worthiness, prosperity, and love. In the realm of worthiness, you might carry thoughts like, "I'm not good enough," "I need to prove my worth," or "I don't deserve good things." These beliefs create a constant sense of inadequacy. No matter how much you achieve, according to Louise Hay, the belief of unworthiness is the root of almost all our problems. When you don't believe you deserve, you unconsciously sabotage your own opportunities. You might turn down a promotion, push away a healthy relationship, or neglect your health, all because, deep down, there's a voice whispering that you're not worthy. I deserve all the good that life has to offer. I am worthy of love, success, and happiness. When it comes to prosperity, limiting narratives are especially powerful. How many times have you thought money doesn't bring happiness? Rich people are greedy, or I'll always struggle financially. These beliefs create a toxic relationship with abundance. Louise Hay said the universe is infinitely abundant and that scarcity is just an illusion created by our limited thoughts. Think about Maria, who grew up watching her parents work exhaustingly and still barely make ends meet. She internalized the belief that hard work leads to poverty and unconsciously began sabotaging her own financial opportunities. Every time money came in, she found a way to spend it impulsively or create an emergency. It wasn't lack of discipline, it was a deep belief that she couldn't have prosperity without suffering. In the realm of love, limiting beliefs can be even more painful. I'm not lovable. Relationships always end badly. I need to sacrifice myself to be loved, or I'm destined to be alone. These narratives create repetitive patterns where you attract the same types of problematic relationships or keep yourself isolated for fear of being hurt. According to Louise Hay, The most important relationship you'll have in life is with yourself, and all other relationships are reflections of that internal relationship. If you don't truly love yourself, you'll seek external validation in ways that will never satisfy you. Jennifer, for example, always chose emotionally unavailable partners. She didn't realize she was repeating the dynamic with her distant father, trying to earn the love she never received unconditionally. The underlying belief was, I need to work hard to deserve love, and this kept her trapped in exhausting cycles. The beauty of uncovering these limiting beliefs is that once you see them clearly, they lose their power over you. It's like turning on the light in a dark room. The monsters that seemed so scary reveal themselves to be just shadows. Louise Hay taught us that we can choose new thoughts at any moment, and with consistent practice, these new thoughts become our new beliefs. Start by taking a gentle inventory. In which areas of your life do you feel resistance or blockage? What thoughts arise when you imagine having what you want? These answers will give you valuable clues about the beliefs that need to be transformed. I release all old beliefs that no longer serve me. I choose thoughts that uplift and support me. Remember, you're not broken and don't need to be fixed. You're simply updating your mind's software to a version that truly serves you. If these reflections are resonating with you, if you're beginning to recognize your own limiting beliefs and feeling that spark of hope that change is possible, I'd love for you to join this transformation community. Subscribe to the channel to continue this journey of self-discovery and self-love with me. Leave a like if this insight touched your heart, and share this video with someone who also needs to hear this message. And tell me in the comments, what limiting belief did you just identify in yourself? Which of these narratives about worthiness, prosperity, or love resonated most with you? Your sharing might be exactly what someone else needs to hear today to feel less alone on this journey. The forgotten key After identifying these limiting beliefs, you might be wondering, how do I actually change this? The answer, dear one, lies in something Louise Hay placed at the center of all her teachings: radical self-acceptance. We're not talking about superficial or conditional self-acceptance, like I accept myself when I lose weight or I accept myself when I get that job. We're talking about a deep, unconditional, and loving acceptance of who you are right now, with all your imperfections, wounds, and stories. Louise Hay said that self-acceptance is the key that opens all doors, because when you truly accept yourself, you stop fighting against yourself and start flowing with life. It's in this space of acceptance that true transformation happens, not through force or self-criticism, but through love. Radical self-acceptance means looking at all parts of you, even those you've hidden, shamed, or rejected, and saying, I see you, I accept you, and you're welcome here. This doesn't mean you can't grow or change. It means you stop making change a condition for loving yourself. According to Louise Hay, the resistance we feel toward ourselves creates tension and blockages in all areas of life. When you constantly criticize yourself, when you compare yourself to others, when you punish yourself for past mistakes, you're essentially telling the universe, I'm not worthy of love. And the universe, always reflecting back what you emit, responds with experiences that confirm that belief. But when you choose self-acceptance, something magical happens. You begin to attract people, opportunities, and circumstances that honor your worth. I accept myself completely and deeply. I am worthy of love exactly as I am. Think about Rachel, a woman who spent decades hating her body, always at war with the scale, always feeling inadequate. She tried every diet, every exercise program, but nothing seemed to work because her motivation came from a place of rejection, not love. When Rachel discovered Louise Hay's teachings, she began practicing the mirror exercise, looking at herself in the eyes every day and saying, "I love you and accept you exactly as you are." At first, it was painful. Tears came, resistance arose, but she continued, and slowly, something began to change. Not necessarily her body, but her relationship with it. She stopped punishing herself with exhausting exercises and started moving in ways that brought her joy. She stopped depriving herself of food and started nourishing herself with love. And ironically, when she stopped fighting, her body naturally found its healthy balance. Radical self-acceptance also means accepting your past, including all the choices you made, all the mistakes you committed, all the times you wish you'd acted differently. Louise Hay reminded us that we did the best we could with the awareness and resources we had at that moment. Carrying guilt and shame from the past is like trying to drive while only looking in the rearview mirror. You'll never reach your destination. When you truly forgive yourself, when you accept that you are human and learning, you release an enormous amount of energy that was trapped in that resistance. That energy then becomes available to create your future. I forgive myself for not knowing what I didn't know before learning. I release the past with love. It's not about forgetting or pretending certain things didn't happen. It's about integrating these experiences with compassion and moving forward without the weight of self-criticism. When you practice radical self-acceptance, you've dismantled the foundation upon which all those limiting beliefs were built. Because if you're fundamentally worthy, deserving, and lovable exactly as you are, then all those stories about not being good enough simply don't make sense anymore. According to Louise Hay, self-acceptance isn't the final destination, it's the starting point for everything else. It's the fertile soil where your dreams can finally flourish. And here's something beautiful. The more you accept yourself, the easier it becomes to accept others. You stop judging, comparing, needing others to be different for you, to feel good. You become a presence of peace and love, and that naturally attracts more peace and love into your life. So start today, right now, with a simple affirmation. I choose to accept myself completely and unconditionally. I am a divine being, worthy of all the good that life has to offer. And watch how this simple choice begins to transform everything. Asterisk, asterisk, words that transform, asterisk, asterisk. Now that you're beginning to embrace self-acceptance, it's time to learn the language that will create your new reality, positive affirmations. Louise Hay dedicated her life to teaching the transformative power of affirmations, and she discovered something revolutionary. The words you use, especially those you say to yourself, literally shape your life experience. Your subconscious is always listening, always absorbing, and it doesn't distinguish between a truth and a thought repeated with conviction. When you consciously repeat positive affirmations in the present tense, you're essentially reprogramming your mind's software. It's like planting new seeds in a garden. With care, consistency, and proper nourishment, these seeds will grow and flourish, replacing the weeds of old narratives. The key is using affirmations in the present tense, as if what you desire is already your reality. Why is the present tense so important? Because your subconscious operates in the now. When you say, "I will be prosperous," or "I'm going to love myself," you're placing your fulfillment in an indefinite future that never arrives. But when you affirm, "I am prosperous," or "I love myself," you're declaring it as a present truth, and your subconscious begins seeking evidence to support that declaration. According to Louise Hay, the universe responds to your declarations of faith, even if your external situation doesn't yet fully reflect your affirmation. By declaring it in the present, You're aligning your energy with that reality and opening the way for it to manifest. I am worthy of abundance in all areas of my life. I accept prosperity with gratitude and joy. It's not about denying your current reality. It's about consciously choosing the direction you're moving toward. Let me tell you about Emily, a talented artist who struggled to make a living from her art. She constantly told herself, "Artists never make enough money, and I can't live from my passion." These negative affirmations, repeated day after day, created a reality that confirmed them. When Emily began working with Louise Hay's affirmations, she changed her internal language to, "I am a prosperous artist. My work is valued and well compensated. Abundance flows easily to me through my creativity." At first, these words felt false, almost ridiculous, but she persisted, repeating them every morning in front of the mirror and every night before bed. Slowly, something began to change. She started noticing opportunities that previously went unnoticed. She had the courage to raise her prices. She attracted clients who valued her work. In 6 months, her income had tripled, not because the world changed, but because she changed her internal language and, with it, her vibration. The language of new reality also involves eliminating words that drain your energy and power. Words like should, have to, can't, always, never. These words create rigidity and limitation. Louise Hay encouraged us to replace them with language that opens possibilities. I choose, I can, I'm learning, sometimes, until now. Do you see the difference? I can't do this versus I'm learning to do this. I always fail versus until now. I haven't succeeded, but I'm growing. This subtle shift in language completely changes your relationship with challenges. According to Louise Hay, every word you speak is an affirmation of what you believe to be true. So if you want to change your reality, start paying attention to your words. I choose words that uplift and empower me. My language creates my reality. The practice of affirmations isn't about mechanical repetition or superficial positive thinking. It's about feeling the words, embodying them, allowing them to resonate in every cell of your being. Louise Hay suggested you say your affirmations out loud, in front of the mirror, looking into your own eyes. This might feel uncomfortable at first, and that's exactly why it's so powerful. You're directly confronting internal resistance. When you say, "I love myself," and feel tears coming, or discomfort, or disbelief, you're touching the wounds that need healing. Continue. Be gentle with yourself, but continue. Over time, these affirmations will become your new truth, and you'll begin living from that place of love, worthiness, and unlimited possibility. The language of new reality is available to you now. You just need to choose to use it. Asterisk, asterisk, the secret bridge, asterisk, asterisk. While you're learning the language of new reality, there's an essential component that can't be ignored if you truly want to manifest your dreams. Forgiveness. Louise Hay always said that forgiveness is the key that opens the door to freedom. And without it, you remain chained to the past. No matter how many positive affirmations you repeat, forgiveness isn't about saying what happened was right, or about forgetting, or about allowing someone to hurt you again. Forgiveness is about releasing the emotional weight you've been carrying, about letting go of the resentment that's poisoning your present and blocking your future. When you refuse to forgive, whether another person or yourself, you're essentially saying, "I choose to remain trapped in this pain." And while you're trapped, your dreams can't flow freely to you. Think of resentment as an invisible rope connecting you to the person or situation that hurt you. Every time you relive the hurt, every time you tell the story of how you were wronged, you're pulling on that rope. keeping yourself energetically tied to that experience. According to Louise Hay, when you forgive, you're not doing a favor for the other person, you're freeing yourself. You're cutting that rope and reclaiming your energy that was stuck in the past. Imagine carrying a backpack full of stones, each stone representing a resentment, an unhealed hurt, a guilt you carry. The heavier the backpack, the harder it is to walk toward your dreams. Forgiveness is the act of removing those stones, one by one, until you're light enough to fly. I release all resentment and choose peace. I forgive myself and others, and I am free. Consider the story of Linda, who spent 20 years blaming her ex-husband for the failure of the marriage and the pain she felt. She told this story to anyone who would listen, keeping the wound always open and bleeding. She didn't realize that by doing this, she was preventing new love from entering her life. Each potential partner was unconsciously compared to her ex, and she found reasons to push them away before they could hurt her again. When Linda discovered Louise Hay's work on forgiveness, she initially resisted. Why should I forgive him? He doesn't deserve it. But then she understood. Forgiveness wasn't about him deserving it. It was about her deserving peace. Linda began practicing Louise Hay's forgiveness exercise, writing letters she would never send, releasing the anger and pain onto paper. Slowly, the bitterness began to dissolve, and for the first time in 2 decades, she felt lightness. 6 months later, she met someone wonderful, but more importantly, she was finally free to receive him. Forgiving yourself is often even harder than forgiving others. How many times do you punish yourself for past choices, for mistakes you made, for opportunities you missed? Louise Hay reminded us that self-criticism and guilt are some of the most destructive emotions we can carry. When you don't forgive yourself, you're constantly at war with yourself, and in that state of internal conflict, it's impossible to create something new and beautiful. You need to understand that in that moment, with the awareness and resources you had, you did the best you could. Maybe you made decisions based on fear, lack of information, or unhealed wounds. That doesn't make you bad or unworthy. It makes you human. I forgive myself for all the times I didn't honor myself. I learned, I grew, and now I choose love. Self-forgiveness is an act of radical compassion that opens space for genuine growth. According to Louise Hay, forgiveness is a process, not a single event. You might need to forgive the same person or situation many times, in increasingly deeper layers, and that's okay. Each time you choose forgiveness, you're removing another layer of resistance, another energetic blockage. You're telling the universe, I'm ready to move forward. I'm ready to receive the new. And the universe always responds to that willingness. Start today with small forgivenesses. Forgive the driver who cut you off in traffic. Forgive the friend who canceled plans. Forgive yourself for that comment you regret. Practice forgiveness like a muscle that gets stronger with use. And when you're ready, face the bigger forgivenesses, those that seem impossible. Louise Hay assured us that no wound is too big for the healing power of forgiveness. You deserve this freedom, and your dreams are waiting on the other side of this bridge. Asterisk, asterisk, your sacred garden. Asterisk, asterisk, now that you're releasing the past through forgiveness, it's time to focus on the present and consciously cultivate your mind's garden. Louise Hay often used the garden metaphor to describe our mental and emotional life, just as a gardener tends to their plants, watering the flowers and removing the weeds. You need to nourish the thoughts that serve you and pull out those that harm you. Your mental garden is the soil where your dreams will grow, and the quality of that soil determines the quality of your harvest. If you plant seeds of love, gratitude, and joy, you'll reap experiences that reflect those qualities. But if you allow thoughts of fear, scarcity, and negativity to dominate, those will also manifest in your reality. The good news is that you're the gardener, and at any moment you can choose what to cultivate. Gratitude is one of the most powerful nutrients for your mind's garden. According to Louise Hay, when you focus on what you already have and feel genuine appreciation for it, you're sending a message to the universe that you're open to receive more. Gratitude shifts your vibration from scarcity to abundance, from lack to fullness. It doesn't need to be something grand. You can be grateful for the morning sun, for the clean water you drink, for the fact that you're alive and breathing. Each thought of gratitude is like watering the flowers in your garden, helping them grow stronger and more vibrant. I am grateful for all the blessings in my life. I recognize the abundance that surrounds me. When you practice gratitude consistently, you begin to notice more and more things to be grateful for. It's an upward spiral that elevates your entire life experience. Think about Margaret, a woman who was going through financial difficulties and felt constantly stressed and anxious. She was so focused on what she didn't have that she couldn't see what she did have. When she began practicing Louise Hay's gratitude exercise, writing 5 things she was grateful for every night before bed, something remarkable happened. At first, it was hard to find 5 things, but she persisted. I'm grateful for having a roof over my head. I'm grateful for my children's health. I'm grateful for this pen and this paper. Slowly, her perspective began to shift. She noticed small joys that previously went unnoticed. A stranger's smile, birds singing, the aroma of morning coffee. And as her energy shifted from scarcity to appreciation, opportunities began to appear. A freelance job here, an unexpected opportunity there. It wasn't magic, it was the law of attraction responding to her new vibration. Cultivating the mind's garden also means being vigilant about what you allow in. Louise Hay encouraged us to be selective about what we consume, the news we watch, the conversations we participate in, the people we spend time with. If you're constantly exposed to negativity, drama, and fear, those are the seeds being planted in your mental garden. This doesn't mean you should ignore the world's challenges or live in denial, but it means you can consciously choose to balance your mental diet with content that uplifts, inspires, and nourishes you. You can choose conversations that energize you instead of drain you. You can choose to spend time with people who believe in you and support your dreams. I carefully choose what I allow into my mind and heart. I surround myself with love, positivity, and inspiration. Your mental garden is sacred. Protect it. Joy is another essential flower to cultivate in your garden. According to Louise Hay, joy isn't something you find when all conditions are perfect. It's something you choose to cultivate now, regardless of circumstances. Find small moments of joy every day. Dance in your living room. Sing in the shower. Play with a pet. Watch the sunset. Laugh at something silly. These moments of pure joy are like rays of sunshine for your garden, making everything grow faster and stronger. And here's something magical. The more you practice joy, the more reasons for joy appear in your life. It's as if the universe says, "Oh, you like joy. Here's more." Louise Hay lived this truth until her final days, always finding reasons to smile, always choosing love over fear. You have that same power. Your mental garden is waiting for you. Pick up your tools of love, gratitude, and joy, and start cultivating the life of your dreams. And speaking of cultivating your inner garden, I've prepared something very special for you. In just a moment, we're going to do a powerful practical exercise together that will help you integrate everything you're learning and begin experiencing this transformation tangibly. So stay with me until the end. because this practice might be exactly what you need to take that first real step toward your dreams. Asterisk, asterisk, painting the impossible. Asterisk, asterisk, you've already cultivated the soil of your mental garden with gratitude, love, and joy. Now, it's time to use one of the most powerful tools Louise Hay taught us: creative visualization. Your imagination isn't just fantasy or daydreaming. It's an incredibly potent manifestation tool. When you visualize something with clarity, emotion, and conviction, you're essentially sending a blueprint to the universe, showing exactly what you want to create. Your subconscious doesn't distinguish between a vividly imagined experience and a real experience. Both create the same neurological impressions. According to Louise Hay, when you regularly spend time visualizing the life you desire, you're training your brain to recognize opportunities that will lead you in that direction, and you're aligning your energy with that reality. You're literally painting your future with the brushes of your imagination. The key to effective visualization is engaging all your senses and, most importantly, feeling the emotions associated with what you're visualizing. It's not enough to just see a mental image of what you want. You need to feel what it would be like to have it. If you're visualizing a loving relationship, don't just see the person. Feel the sense of security, the warmth of the embrace, the joy of deep connection. If you're visualizing financial abundance, feel the sense of freedom, the peace of knowing your needs are met, the gratitude for being able to be generous. Louise Hay said that emotion is the fuel that drives manifestation. When you combine clear imagery with genuine feeling, you create an irresistible magnetic force. I visualize my ideal life with clarity and joy. I feel the reality of my dreams manifesting now. Let me share the story of Sophia, a writer who dreamed of publishing her first book. For years, she wrote in secret, but never had the courage to send her manuscript to publishers. She was paralyzed by fear of rejection and the belief that real writers were different from her. When Sophia began practicing creative visualization, following Louise Hay's teachings, she dedicated 15 minutes every morning to seeing herself as a published author. She visualized holding her book in her hands, feeling its weight, smelling the new pages. She saw herself in bookstores, watching people browse through her work. She imagined receiving emails from readers saying how the book had touched their lives. And most importantly, she felt the emotion, the pride, the gratitude, the fulfillment. This daily practice changed something fundamental in her. She began to see herself as a real writer, not as someone who just dreamed of being one. With this new identity, she found the courage to send her manuscript. 3 months later, she received a publishing offer. Creative visualization works best when you create a regular ritual around it. Louise Hay suggested finding a quiet time of day, perhaps right after waking or before sleeping, when your mind is most receptive. Create a comfortable space, breathe deeply a few times to center yourself, and then allow yourself to enter the cinema of your mind. See yourself living the life you desire in vivid detail. Don't worry about how it will happen. That's the universe's job. Your job is to maintain the clear vision and elevated emotion. According to Louise Hay, when you do this consistently, you're programming your subconscious to seek and create opportunities aligned with that vision. You're training your reticular activating system, the part of your brain that filters information, to notice things that would previously go unnoticed. I trust in the power of my imagination to create my reality. I see, feel, and live my dreams now. One powerful technique Louise Hay loved was creating a vision board, a visual collage of your dreams and desires. Gather images, words, and symbols that represent what you want to manifest and place them somewhere. You'll see them daily, But don't stop at just looking. Spend a few moments every day actually entering those images, feeling as if you're already living that reality. Creative visualization isn't escapism or wishful thinking. It's a powerful spiritual practice that aligns your internal energy with your external aspirations. It's you consciously collaborating with the universe, co-creating your life instead of just reacting to what happens. And here's the beauty. The more you practice, the more natural it becomes. And the more quickly you begin to see your visualizations manifesting in tangible forms. Your dreams aren't just possible, they already exist in the realm of possibility, waiting for you to bring them into reality through the power of your loving imagination. Asterisk, asterisk, without limits, asterisk, asterisk, you've come this far. And now you're ready to embrace the deepest truth Louise Hay taught us. You are a co-creator of your reality, and the universe is infinitely abundant. There's no real scarcity, only the illusion of scarcity created by limited thoughts. There are no limits to what you can manifest, except the limits you place on yourself. Living the fullness of possibilities means releasing the need to control every detail and trusting that the universe is conspiring in your favor. It means recognizing that you're not alone on this journey. There's a greater intelligence, a loving force that's always supporting you, always guiding you toward your highest good. According to Louise Hay, when you align with this force through self-love, positive thoughts, and inspired action, you become a magnet for miracles. You enter a flow where life becomes easier, more joyful, more magical. Living the fullness of possibilities requires that you release attachment to specific outcomes and trust in divine timing. How many times have you been frustrated because something you wanted didn't happen when you thought it should? And how many times, looking back, did you realize that no was actually protection, opening the way for something even better? Louise Hay reminded us that the universe sees the complete picture while we see only a fragment. When you do your inner work, changing your narratives, practicing affirmations, forgiving, cultivating gratitude, visualizing, and then release the outcome, you allow the universe to surprise you in ways you could never have planned. I trust in the flow of life. I know everything is unfolding perfectly for my highest good. This trust isn't passivity. It's an active form of faith that allows you to act without desperation, create without anxiety, dream without fear. Think about Olivia, a woman who had a very specific plan for her life. Marry at 28, have children at 30, reach a certain career level by 35. When life didn't follow that script, she felt like a failure. She was so attached to the how and when that she couldn't see the blessings right in front of her. When Olivia discovered Louise Hay's teachings about surrender and trust, she began practicing letting go of control. She continued to visualize what she wanted: love, family, professional fulfillment, but stopped dictating exactly how and when it should happen. She began saying, "This or something better manifests for me now," in ways that surprise and delight me. And something remarkable happened. At 35, she met the love of her life in a completely unexpected way. At 37, she adopted a child, something she'd never considered before, but which turned out to be perfect. Her career took a turn she hadn't planned, but which brought more satisfaction than she'd imagined possible. Her life didn't follow her plan. It was better. Living the fullness of possibilities also means recognizing that you're worthy of having everything you desire, without guilt, without needing to justify, without feeling you need to choose between different areas of life. You can have love and career. You can have abundance and spirituality. You can have health and pleasure. According to Louise Hay, the universe doesn't operate in scarcity or either or. It operates in abundance and both and. When you release the belief that having what you want means someone else will have less, when you understand that your prosperity doesn't diminish anyone else's, you open yourself to receive without limits. I deserve to have everything my heart desires. I accept the unlimited abundance of the universe with gratitude. You don't need to make yourself small so others feel comfortable. You don't need to dim your light. In fact, when you shine fully, you give permission for others to do the same. The journey of stopping repeating old narratives and starting to manifest your dreams isn't linear. There will be days when you feel powerful and aligned, and days when old doubts come back to whisper. And that's okay. Louise Hay taught us that transformation is a process, not a destination. Every time you choose a loving thought over a fearful thought, every time you practice an affirmation, every time you forgive, you're taking another step toward the fullness of possibilities. Be gentle with yourself on this journey. Celebrate every small victory. And remember, you're not trying to become someone different. You're simply removing the layers of conditioning that hid who you always were. You are, and always have been, a divine being, worthy of love, joy, abundance, and all the dreams of your heart. The universe is waiting to give you all of this. You just need to open your arms and receive. *** rebirth ritual ***. Now that you've absorbed all these teachings, it's time to put them into practice with an exercise Louise Hay considered one of the most transformative mirror work, combined with a physical release ritual. Here's what you're going to do. Part 1. Preparation 2 minutes. Find a mirror where you can see your face clearly. It can be the bathroom mirror, a hand mirror, anyone that allows you to look directly into your own eyes. Breathe deeply 3 times, placing one hand on your heart. Feel your presence. Feel your life pulsing within you. Part 2. Identification and release. 5 minutes. Take a piece of paper and a pen. Write at the top, "Old narratives I release now." Then list 3 to 5 limiting beliefs or old narratives you identified during this video. It could be, "I'm not good enough," "I don't deserve abundance," "love is difficult," or any other story you've been repeating. Write them all, then read each one aloud and say, "I see you, I acknowledge you, and now I release you with love." When you're done, tear the paper into small pieces, or, if you can do so safely, burn it. This is a powerful symbolic act of release. Part 3. Mirror work. 5 minutes. Now return to the mirror. Look directly into your own eyes. At first, this might feel uncomfortable, and that's okay. Breathe through the discomfort, then begin saying these affirmations out loud, maintaining eye contact with yourself. I love you and accept you exactly as you are. I release all old narratives that no longer serve me. I am worthy of achieving all my dreams. I deserve love, abundance, and joy. I trust in the process of life. Repeat each affirmation at least 3 times. If tears come, let them flow. They're part of the healing. If you feel resistance, continue anyway. The resistance is just the ego trying to maintain the status quo. Part 4. Visualization and gratitude. 3 minutes. Still in front of the mirror. Close your eyes and visualize yourself living the life of your dreams. See yourself happy, fulfilled, loved, prosperous. Feel the emotions of that reality. Then open your eyes, look at yourself again and say, "Thank you for being willing to change. Thank you for having courage. I love you." Place your hand on your heart and breathe deeply. Commitment. Do this exercise every day for 21 days. Louise Hay said it takes 21 days to begin forming a new mental habit. Mark it on your calendar. Don't skip days. Your transformation depends on your consistency. And observe what begins to change in your life. The synchronicities, the opportunities, the internal sense of peace and possibility. Asterisk, asterisk, your new story, asterisk, asterisk. You've made it this far, and that in itself is already a victory. You chose to stop, listen, and open yourself to the possibility that your life can be different. Now take everything you've learned about your old narratives, about self-acceptance, about the power of affirmations, forgiveness, gratitude, and visualization, and begin to apply it with gentleness and love. Remember, transformation doesn't happen overnight, but it happens with every conscious choice you make. Every loving thought, every repeated affirmation, every moment in front of the mirror is a step toward the life of your dreams. You are worthy, you are capable, and you are deeply loved by the universe. Trust the process, be patient with yourself, and watch the magic unfold. Your new narrative begins now, and it is beautiful.